Hello fellow gamers. Well, I might as well do what everyone else is doing before the tournament at E3 and make a list of the 10 characters I hope to see in Smash for Switch. I just have one rule. There are no rules. With that being said, let's go on to number 10. Ridley would be a fantastic inclusion into Smash, and I think it would be easy to make a moveset for him. The only true problem is his size, which is why he's at the bottom of my list. The past two Smash games have included Ridley as some kind of boss. In Brawl, he was a boss twice in the Subspace Emissary, and in Smash 4, he was a stage boss for that one Metroid stage. I don't remember the name, maybe Pyrosphere? As for Ridley, I think he would be a cool inclusion, but I just can't picture it happening. Assuming he does get included, however, the moveset would be pretty easy to implement. Down special has him drag his tail on the ground a certain distance. His up special is an easy glide upwards similar to Charizard. His neutral special could be that thing he does in Brawl where he flaps his wings really quick and pushes you away from him. And his side special could be him basically doing a dash similar to Fox, except slower and doing more damage and knockback, with an easy final Smash choice being Meta Ridley, taking half the knockback he normally would take and cause him to double in size for a short time. It would be cool if Ridley made it in, but it probably won't happen, and I'm not going to get my hopes up. Gengar is a personal favorite Pokemon of mine that I think would fit into the Smash roster quite well. He honestly reminds me of a ghost version of Wario. His moves could consist of Shadow Ball, Lick, Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Hypnosis, heck, you could even use Thunderbolt if you really wanted to. His final Smash is an easy choice too, but I feel like they could go one of two ways. They could do something like Lucario's and just have him transform into Mega Gengar for a short time, or they could have him transform into Mega Gengar and shoot a beam across the stage of his third eye. I think it would be cool if they also found a way to implement both of the abilities he has had, Levitate and Cursed Body. Levitate could allow him to float for a short time like Peach, while Cursed Body could cause some of the attacks he inflicts on opponents to do small amounts of damage over time, kinda like if they got hit with the flower item. I think it would be really cool if Gengar got included in Smash Bros, but considering he's a Gen 1 Pokemon and we just had a new Pokemon game, the chances of him getting in are slimmer than ever, which is why he's so low. But he hasn't seemed to lose relevancy, so maybe Sakurai will prove me wrong. Okay, as crazy as this choice seems, hear me out. Yugi would be a really cool addition to the roster that I think could provide a very unique moveset. My idea is that every few seconds he gets a card added to his hand by drawing it. His attacks will have additional effects based on the cards he's holding. His maximum amount of cards is 3, and once a card is used, it'll get discarded. This could be a great way to show off pretty much all the cards he used in the anime, like Dark Magician, Celtic Guardian, Summoned Skull, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Curse of Dragon, Beta, Alpha, and Gamma the Magnet Warriors, Queens, Kings, and Jax Knight, Gazelle, King of Mythical Beast, Baphomet. Heck, you could even throw in some of his fusion monsters to use for his special moves. You could have Beast Skull Dragon shoot a fireball, have Chimera charge at the enemies, his recovery could have him flying on Gaia the Dragon Champion, and maybe you could play more to his playstyle by having his down special reshuffle his hand of cards. His final Smash is an easy choice too, just have him summon and ride Slifer the Sky Dragon for a short time. The only issue with Yugi being in Smash Bros is obviously because he's third party and Konami no less. Also, he's a character that originated from an anime. But if he was included, I guarantee you he would be a great character to have on the roster. This is when we start getting to the characters that are more realistic and probably going to be included. First up is Captain Toad. I feel like he could be a very versatile character that would be a lot of fun to play, and he's currently relevant. The only issue I have is that in his signature game, he doesn't jump, which could cause the creators a headache to try and figure out how to implement him right. My suggestion is to give him the only one jump and then cheat a little and give him a propeller cap from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. but I'm sure if he does get included, they'll come up with something better than that. Waluigi has been requested for Smash since Brawl. He is one of the only major Mario characters to not have a playable role outside of Mario sports games, so who are better to represent these spin-offs than Wario's partner in crime? He could use a tennis racket, baseball bat, soccer ball, etc. Waluigi's a character that a lot of people want, but the problem really is just that he doesn't have enough to work with. I only put him above Captain Toad because I personally want him more than Captain Toad, and a lot of people have wanted him in Smash much longer than Captain Toad. Besides, if Little Mac can go from assist trophy to character, then so can Waluigi. This indie knight has grown quite the cult following, and it's easy to see why. Shovel Knight is a great throwback character in the modern era with plenty of abilities that could work in Smash Bros. Not to mention the fact that he has an amiibo and Nintendo has consistently ported his game to newer systems. He would fit in nicely with the rest of the Nintendo cast as well. So why isn't he in Smash already? Well, he started to grow in popularity a little bit after the Smash ballot was announced, I believe, meaning that he didn't have much of a chance of making it in looking back. But now, with another Smash game coming soon, it seems more likely than ever that Shovel Knight will finally dig into the competition. The only issue now is that he is a third-party indie character, so it's not easy to say if Nintendo would allow Shovel Knight in Smash. Then again, Cloud has hardly ever been on a Nintendo system and he managed to make it into Smash, so maybe I'm wrong. Generation 7 of Pokemon is here, so it's only natural that we'll get a new Pokemon. Unlike Gen 6, however, there are plenty of Pokemon in this generation that could be candidates for Smash Bros, but none have been a more popular choice for Smash Bros than Decidueye. It's easy to see why, and I really like Decidueye as well, since I've always picked Rowlet on every Sun and Moon playthrough that I never finish. He has plenty of moves he could use and an easy final smash, but I don't know, it seems too obvious. I'm kind of hoping that they do to Decidueye what they did to Chrom. Mention him, but not as a character, as I have another Pokemon in mind that I think would be a much better inclusion. What? Were you expecting the Pokemon I referred to when talking about Decidueye here? No, they will come later. King K. Rool is definitely an easy choice for Smash Bros, and pretty much has been ever since Brawl. His moveset potential is definitely there, and we could always use a villain heavyweight DK rep that's fast. I think he should hit hard and move fast, having the drawback of move lag and not many options if the enemy gets close. As generic as it is, his Blunderbuss is an easy candidate for his neutral special. But I'm gonna place his Blunderbuss as his side special instead, and instead have his neutral special be his Crown Toss. I could picture this move being very similar to Rosalina's neutral special. The longer you hold the button, the farther it goes. As for his side special, picture Bowser Jr.'s neutral special, but it flies at the speed of Corrin's neutral special. His up special was between one of two choices, either his Helicopter Pack from DKC2 or his Giant Leap. I would rather they use the Helicopter Pack for his up special, but I wouldn't rule out his Giant Leap either. His down special could be multiple things, but my best guess will be that they give him some kind of ground pound. Perhaps they could have him slip on his boxing gloves during the move like he had in DKC 64, or just make it generic. As for his final smash, I figured he could either rain cannonballs from the sky, have a ship sail through the stage, command a ship. It could really be anything for this kooky crocodile. Many would rejoice if King K. Rool made it into Smash, even if just for one game. Banjo-Kazooie, please. This character has been requested since Melee, I believe, and he still has yet to even have a mention in the Smash universe. His moveset potential is literally ridiculous, so it wouldn't be hard to come up with a moveset that would be fun and unique. Plenty of people want him in the game, and Xbox has stated that they would be happy to see him in Smash. The time has come to add this lovable bear and bird duo in. Want to know how much I want this character in? If we were to only get one new character in the next Smash game, I would choose Banjo-Kazooie. Please, Nintendo, revitalize this dead series like you did with Mega Man. Smash Bros. For the Switch isn't the game that Banjo needs to be in, but the game that Banjo deserves to be in. Before we get to number 1, I'd like to look at a few honorable mentions. Ice Climbers. I know this is a veteran, but please don't cut them, Sakurai. They're original characters from an obscure NES game, therefore they don't have a reason to get cut. Wait. Whatever. Please bring them back. Bandana D. While writing this list, I kept looking for more characters just in case I decided to change my mind, but I found this one a bit late before I could add him onto the list. I would put him somewhere near the middle, definitely knocking Ridley into the honorable mentions rather than him. Springman. An ARMS representative is probably going to happen, but I personally don't care to see any representation character-wise. I could see them working as an assist trophy, but character? No thanks. Shantae. I'm sure she has moveset potential, it's just that I myself don't really care to see her inclusion. But I know that there are plenty of people that think otherwise, so I figured I'd leave her on here as an honorable mention. Bomberman. Well, you sure had a good comeback, didn't you, Bomberman? Having a relatively praised launch title for the Switch, this may be the best time to finally include everyone's favorite Konami character. As for whether it'll actually happen or not, I'd say Snake is more likely to make it back than Bomberman is to be added. Still, it would be pretty cool if he was added. Take notes, Nintendo. Sora. Really? I mean, it's possible, sure, but I can't help but feel like there would be an issue getting him into the game because of his third-party-itis. I mean, isn't he technically a Disney character? Or is he a Final Fantasy character? Or is he both? No, this is just confusing more than anything. Let's move on. Crash Bandicoot. Trophy at best. The roster was probably finalized back in 2016, so I highly doubt that we'll see this Sony mascot in anytime soon. But hey, here's hoping. Sans. No. Steve from Minecraft. Nope. Crystal. Was Crystal even in Star Fox Zero? I'm honestly not sure. I think we should worry about getting Wolf back first anyways, but if we got another Star Fox rep after Wolf, this would definitely be it. And with that, it's on to the number 1 pick. So, who did I pick for my number 1 spot? Well, I had to think hard about it. Firstly, it has to be a character that would have been and still is relevant ever since 2016. It also would have to be a likely candidate for the spot to begin with, and it has to be a character I myself would love to see make an inclusion, as well as a character that would have a very original moveset and playstyle. Well, I think I found just the one. Mimikyu. This is the perfect choice. It's unexpected, unique, loved by a majority of fans, a Gen 7 Pokemon. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better fit. Its neutral special could be something like Baby Doll Eyes for a quick stun. Its side special could be Shadow Sneak or Play Rough. Its up special could be Slash, its down special could be Wood Hammer, its final smash is easily its exclusive Z move. Heck, even its in-game ability could add for a unique gimmick. Maybe give Mimikyu super armor until 40% or something like that to reflect its ability from Sun and Moon. I would love to see Mimikyu make it into Smash for Switch, and I believe it would be a perfect fit, therefore making it number 1 on my list. And with that, that concludes the top 10 list for the characters I want to see in Smash Bros. Fun fact, Mimikyu was first discovered to be a Pokemon on July 12, 2016, when it was leaked from a Japanese magazine, therefore making it more relevant and likely only being revealed about half a year after the Smash 4 DLC ended. Thank you all for watching, and until the next video, Goodbye, fellow gamers.